Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tanya, and today I'm going to do a reaction video for you. So this video is by the channel Globe Trotting Brock, which I have reacted to numerous times before. This particular video was suggested in Discord, and it was uploaded 2 weeks ago. And this one is called American Tries Australian Snacks. And I thought this one would be fun to react to just because I myself have tried some Australian snacks that you guys have sent me, and some of the ones even that I can see just from the thumbnail and from the pause screen, some of these I have tried. So Tim Tams I have tried, dark chocolate Tim Tams I have also tried, Vegemite I have tried, Twisties I have tried, what is that called? The little Freddo chocolate and the Carmelo Koala, I've tried those. Shapes, I've only tried the Vegemite flavored shapes because that's all that came in my little thing. I haven't tried any of the other flavors. And I think that might be it. I don't think I've tried anything else. So, I mean, as far as what's pictured here. So I thought it would be really interesting to see what he has to say about these snacks. Also, if you hear that noise in the background, I apologize. My washer is going. My son decided to do his laundry right before I started this video. I've been following Brock since I started reacting to him, and I noticed that he's now in China. He's not in Australia anymore, and he's going around China trying different foods. I haven't watched any of those videos, but yeah, I noticed that that's where he is. So I wonder where he plans to go after China.
Join me today as I try iconic Australian snacks. I've got tons of recommendations for some of these items. I'm really excited to try a lot of these snacks. I'm going to be trying everything from Bundaberg ginger beer, to Shapes, to Tim Tams. I'm going to do a Tim Tam slam. I got hundreds and thousands, so I'm going to do a fairy bread. I'm trying a lot of iconic things that you guys aren't going to want to miss. And the first thing is going to be the Twisties. I've never tried these. I want to know how iconic these.
So the Twisties, me and my son both tried, and my son said that he likes Twisties better than he likes Cheetos. To me, they tasted very similar, so there wasn't really a huge difference in the taste to me.
They are cheese flavored. I don't know if they're normally cheese flavored, but the smell, it's definitely not appetizing. They kind of look like a Cheeto. They're a little bit softer than a Cheeto though, and not as near as strong of an artificial cheese flavor when you actually bite into it.
I think I agree with that.
Honestly, these aren't too special. It's a little bit like a Cheeto, but that's the closest thing I have to compare to it. I think the cheese flavored Twisties like probably just have to get a 3 out of 10. I don't think I'd ever buy these again. Now while we're on the topic of chips, I'm going to try burger rings. Okay. They kind of look...
Burger rings I have never even heard of. I have never seen this before in my life. So, I mean, it looks like it's a chip. So I don't know if it's like a... Do Aussies have Funyuns? Do you guys have Funyuns? We have this chip called Funyun, and it's a ring like that. And it's an onion flavored chip. It's like an onion ring, but it's like an onion flavored chip. That's kind of what this reminds me of, but maybe it's like a burger flavor instead. I don't know.
Like onion rings on the package. I've never had one of these before either.
Yeah, I've never heard of this.
Oh, these smell good. It kind of smells a little bit like barbecue sauce. They look like just small onion rings. I don't know if you guys have Funyuns here, but this also looks very similar.
That's so funny he just said that.
Funyun chips that they have in the US. Wait, that's so weird. The aftertaste is definitely a burger aftertaste. When I was chewing.
I have never in my life seen this guy have such a strong reaction to anything. He very rarely smiles. He just kind of very even keel throughout his whole videos usually, and he just had a huge reaction to this chip. That's so funny.
I didn't taste anything until I swallowed it all. Once again, like the Twisties, these aren't too hard and they're not too soft. They're actually about the same texture as them. Although I gotta say, the flavor on the burger rings is better than the cheese twisties. I think I'm going to have to give the burger rings a 5.5 out of 10. A little bit better than average chips.
I would love to try those.
While we're doing the chips,
I would love to try those because I'm a burger girl. I love a burger. And I also love Funyuns. I love Funyuns. So if it's similar to a Funyun, just with a burger flavor, I think I would like it.
An assorted box of shapes. So I've got 3 different flavors to try for you. Looks like one of them is barbecue flavor, one of them is the pizza flavor, and one of them is mini chicken crimpy. I'm not sure what chicken crimpy is. Oh, I think that's maybe the type of biscuit that they're on as a crimpy. I'm going to mix them with my eyes closed and choose one. Okay. Looks like the mini chicken crimpy first. They do smell a little bit like chicken, and they kind of look like a Ritz cracker. I think here you guys call them Jets, or, well, it's a different brand, but called
just
Jets.
Like a Ritz.
But the crunch, the texture, and the flavor is way different than a Ritz. They're definitely a little dense when you bite into them, so they have a really nice, good crunch. The chicken flavor is there, but it's a little subtle to me.
I'm jealous because the only ones that I tried was the Vegemite flavor. And, you know, I'm not a big fan. So I would love to be able to try another flavor of those. The barbecue ones look good. Speaking of chicken flavoring, by the way, I've talked about chicken salt before in my videos. Like, we don't have chicken salt here. I don't know what chicken salt is. And so I started looking into the, like, ingredients. And we kind of do have chicken salt. We have something here called seasoned salt. And seasoned salt is kind of our version of chicken salt. But we don't typically put it on like fries and stuff. It's more like, I mean, some people might, but most people use it to season their meat with. I might have some in my cabinet. Okay, yeah. So this is what we have. Okay, Ghost. Seasoned salt. I'm saying seasoned salt, not seasoned salt, because nobody says seasoned salt. It just sounds weird. So like some of the ingredients are like salt, sugar, paprika, onion, garlic, sunflower oil. So I'm assuming that this is like the American version of chicken salt. It's just that we don't typically put it on fries. Like I said, we're gonna sprinkle this on burgers. We're gonna sprinkle it on our steak. You know, things like that.
Actually, not too subtle. I like these. So far, this is the best thing. I think I'm going to have to give the shapes, the mini chicken crimpy, a 6 out of 10. Now I'm going to try the shapes. Pizza. Oh my gosh. These smell really good. They smell like the, what is it? The pizza goldfish that they have in the US. There's like a little cracker called goldfish in the US.
I don't like goldfish.
And
Goldfish
these
are gross.
smell exactly the same.
My son has goldfish in the pantry right now. I think he bought cat. I think he bought Parmesan flavored goldfish. I'm like, ew.
And they taste exactly the same too.
I'm not the biggest pizza
This
person.
is also
I don't
kind
know
of like
how
a
I
little
like this.
dense, just like the other shapes that I tried. So I'm assuming this last pack is going to be the same. Way crunchier than they would be in the US, which isn't a bad thing.
I'm
The
curious.
pizza flavor.
So, are they called shapes because every like flavor has their own shape to it? Because that one looked different than the other one. Because like the first one he tried, he said looked like a Ritz cracker, and I was like, oh yeah, that kind of does. And I was thinking, when I tried the Vegemite one, it didn't look like that. It was different. It wasn't even round, I don't think. I think it looked more like that one. So is that why they're called shapes? Because every flavor has a different shape?
Shapes, I'm going to have to give them a 6.5 out of 10. Everything is slowly climbing the ranks. So now, the last shapes, the barbecue shapes.
I bet these are the best
They
ones.
smell like a really sweet barbecue sauce. Although the flavor is not as good as the last ones.
I still think I'd like
It
the
seems
barbecue
like the
better.
barbecue sauce flavor that these have is more of a sweet versus a smoky flavor. I think I'm going to have to give them a 4 out of 10. Now that I've eaten all those chips, gotta drink the Bundaberg ginger beer. I'll put some of the comments on the screen right now, the people who recommended me the ginger beer. It says invert bottle before opening. Invert the bottle. I don't know how long I'm supposed to wait.
So is ginger beer like root beer in that it's not alcohol, it's pop? Or is ginger beer actual beer?
I got a huge bottle, so I really hope I like it. I do like the ginger flavor. I didn't used to be a big fan of ginger, but as I've gotten older, of course, like everybody does, their taste buds do change, and I've learned to like ginger.
Oh my god.
It's interesting. It's not super sweet, but it is still sweet. I see why this is so popular.
Oh my god, these cats.
Actually, when I was in China, I even saw the Bundaberg ginger beer for sale in Chinese supermarkets. Can you believe that? I could definitely see how this would go really good with either an Australian burger, Australian pies, or Australian fish and chips. I'm going to have to give the Bundaberg ginger beer a 7 out of 10. This is nice. Not the best soda, but it's better than a lot of them.
So
Alright,
it is
quick pause
pop.
for some exciting news. I'm going to be taking a 1-month-long trip to China, but then I will be going back to Australia after that. I will be uploading content as usual. You guys gotta let me know down in the comments what type of food you want to see me try while I'm in China. And when I head back to Australia, I'm gonna be hitting up Melbourne, so you guys gotta flood the comments with recommendations for things that you want to see me try while I'm in Melbourne. Now, back to the video. Now, I've got 3 different chocolates to try. If I'm being honest, I have tried the
Okay, so Cadbury is something that Americans are familiar with. It's just that we only get it like at Easter time. We don't get it all year round like everybody else. And it's usually just the Cadbury eggs, although you can find Cadbury candy bars too. But yeah, it's more of a seasonal thing here. Unless you maybe are at like a specialty shop, or maybe you're in a large city where they have a lot more options and stuff. But for the most part, it's definitely a seasonal thing. And I personally freaking love Cadbury's. I love it.
Before while I was in New Zealand, but not on camera. I've never tried the koala, and I've also never tried the dairy milk bar. And this one's velvet. I think this is a new flavor, if I'm right. I hope it is really velvety, because velvety chocolate is good. So I'm going to try this first, and they make this difficult to open. Alright, there I go. It smells amazing.
I'm jealous.
The
I
smell
want
of
it.
chocolate is
I
one of the
want
best
it.
smells out there. Let
I
me
love
break off
chocolate.
a square of it. Got 1 square there, and let me eat it really quick before it melts in my fingers. Maybe some people are going to say I'm crazy for this or hate me for saying this, but it doesn't taste too different from a Hersheys bar. Gotta try another piece, but I'm just going to let it melt in my mouth. I couldn't wait for it to melt any longer.
I know that people are going to get upset about him saying that. And you have to understand, to an American, we are so used to the taste of Hersheys that there's nothing weird or strange about it to us, even though other countries think that Hersheys taste disgusting. But we like Hersheys here. You know, we use Hersheys on our s'mores, and Hersheys is kind of like the go-to chocolate. Yes, there are a million options for chocolate in the States. It's just that Hersheys is a big one. But we can get lots of great chocolate in the States, just so everybody knows. But I do agree. A lot of chocolate does taste almost exactly the same. It really does. Chocolate is chocolate. So Cadbury's and Hersheys, they do taste similar. But if I had my choice between buying a Cadbury candy bar milk chocolate and a Hershey's milk chocolate candy bar, I would go for the Cadbury's personally.
After the third piece of this, I can definitely say that it is velvety. It's a little bit higher quality than Hershey's would be.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to try the Caramello Koala. I'm assuming it's going to look like a koala and it is going to be filled with caramel or caramel.
I thought these were pretty good.
Oh yeah, it looks like a happy little koala. This is really sweet. I bit the poor little guy's head off. There's not too much caramel in him, especially in those first bites, but it's kind of a good thing.
We have something here called a caramello bar, and in my opinion, the caramello bar and the koala, they're basically the exact same thing, in my opinion. It's just that the caramello bar is thicker, so it has more chocolate and more caramel. And so I personally would choose that one over it just because it's more of it. But they taste basically identical.
Because it's not overly sweet then. It's just really sweet. I'm gonna rate all three of these at the same time once I try the Freddo. So the Freddo is a frog.
I've tried this one.
I have tried this one, and I like this one. There's this cute little frog head. I think the Freddo is a little bit better than the velvety one, which is surprising to me. I need a drink of the ginger beer. My mouth is coated in sugar now. Not like a drink with sugar in it is gonna help too much, but it's gonna wash down the chocolate. I think I'm going to have to give the Dairy Milk Velvet a 5.5 out of 10. The Caramello Koala is extremely sweet, so I haven't decided if it's a good thing or a bad thing that there's not too much caramel in it. I'm going to have to give this one a 6 out of 10. It wasn't too much better, but it was better. I think I gotta give the Freddo a 7.5 out of 10. Not bad, not bad. I gotta run to the kitchen really quick and make some toast because I want to try that Vegemite. I got my toast here. I have the Vegemite. And then I have some butter too that I'm gonna put on the toast. Really interested to see how this tastes. I think after this, I'm gonna have the Chico Roll, and then I'm going to have the fairy bread, and then finish it off with the Tams lamb. So I'm going to take a little bit of the Vegemite, about this much. Hopefully that's enough. And then I'm going to spread it on the toast. I'm actually gonna try it without the butter first.
Why?
It's not the most appetizing smell, but I also eat fermented bean curd on toast, like from an Asian supermarket, so I know the smell doesn't always equal to the taste.
I personally think the smell of Vegemite is better than the taste.
Salty and savory. Not as bad as people say it is.
That's what I said.
I definitely like this.
I'm sorry about my washer. If you're interested in seeing me try Vegemite or any of these other snacks that I have tried, I'll link that video below.
Without the butter, it's actually good, so I bet it's gonna be great with the butter because, I mean, butter is fat and fat equals flavor. So now I gotta put it on here with the butter. Toast cools down too fast, so I heated it up and the butter melted a little bit on here. I'm gonna spread that around. Now time to add the Vegemite to the buttery toast.
What a dude.
You guys let me know if you melt the butter for Vegemite and butter on toast, or if you just leave it cold. Got it all spread on there, time to try it. That's not bad. I like it with the butter. Of course, I liked it without it.
He's gonna be a Vegemite guy.
This is actually really good. It just tastes salty. I think I'm going to have to give Vegemite on toast without the butter.
I actually disagree with that. It does not just taste salty. It's way more than just a salty taste. It's a bitter taste. That's why a lot of people describe it as bitter instead of salty. Unless, for some people, it tastes more bitter and some people it tastes more salty. But to me, bitter and salty are two totally different things.
A 7 out of 10, and with the butter, 7.5 out of 10. Now,
Nice.
I have the Chico Roll, just pulled it
I've
out
never
of the air
heard of
fryer.
this.
It is extremely hot, and it's so heavy. I did not think this thing was gonna be this big when I bought it.
Is this like a gas station sort of thing? Or a servo? Sorry.
No, I'm sure deep fried is the best way to have this, but the air fryer does a pretty good job at mimicking deep fried. You can kind of see it looks like there's some carrots in there, maybe a little bit of coriander, some onion maybe. I'm not 100% sure what even is a Chico Roll.
Is there meat in it or is it just veggies?
Really crispy, thick outer layer.
It sort of looks like an egg roll.
And really soft, warm filling.
I would try that.
Now, I don't have any sauce to put this with, but I could imagine this would go good with maybe barbecue sauce, but some chili sauce would be really good on here. Or even maybe a spicy mayo. I think I'm gonna give the Chico Roll a 8.5 out of 10. This is really good, especially for some frozen pre-made food. I'm quite surprised. I almost forgot. I'm gonna put some of the comments on the screen. Tons of people recommended this. I got a slice of bread. I cut the crust off. It's got cold butter spread on it, and I'm going to cover it in hundreds and thousands. Oh my gosh, so many. This is gonna be...
Fun fact. The other day, like, I don't know, a week or so ago, maybe 2 weeks, we had no snacks in the house. And I was like, oh my God, I just need something sweet. I need a treat. I need a treat. And I made myself fairy bread. Not even for a video, just for fun. I made myself fairy bread, and that was my snack. And I posted it in Discord, and they said I'm turning Australian.
So sweet. Let me spread them around. They're definitely gonna fall off because I put so many hundreds and thousands on here. I can only imagine when kids eat this how messy it is.
You're supposed to cut it. It's good.
This is actually pretty good. I could totally see why kids would like this. I want to know why this was invented.
Why is anything invented?
I know I eat a lot of junk food on my channel, but something just feels wrong about this.
It's so wrong that it's
I think I've got to give the fairy bread a 7 out of 10. Not all because of taste, because it's not too special taste. It's just sweet, buttery bread. But I know it's extremely iconic, and it's also kind of funny to me because, like, not growing up in Australia or New Zealand, if I saw somebody do this, I'd think they're insane. As if I haven't already had enough sugar tonight, I've got one last thing to try for you guys. Tim Tams, and I'm gonna do a Tim Tam Slam. I've never tried a Tim Tam Slam before. I've got high hopes because I really like coffee. But this is the only food in this video, the coffee, that wasn't made in Australia. It says made in Spain on the back of the package. I'm gonna pull open these Tim Tams, and I have tried them before. They're good, but I've never tried the Tim Tam Slam. And this, out of everything, besides the fairy bread, I'm most excited to try. I'll just do one of the Tim Tams by itself first.
So mine came a little bit melted, so I think I was having trouble biting it in a to where I would be able to do the Tim Tam Slam. But also the first time I also did it incorrectly. But after that, when I tried it, it was they're kind when they got sent to me, they're just a little bit melted. So I don't think I wasn't able to do it. But the first time I tried to do it, I did do it wrong because I didn't know. I thought you just bite the two ends. I didn't understand it was like a corner here and a corner here. Like, I didn't understand that part.
Nice and crunchy biscuits or cookies for my US viewers. And the chocolate is like melting to my fingertips already.
I love Tim Tams.
I think these are definitely better than like Oreos or other pre-packaged biscuits.
I agree.
So Tim Tam Slam, I bite off the top and the bottom if I'm right, and then I drink the coffee through it.
See, isn't it the corner, right? You bite the corner?
Well, it just instantly melted the chocolate. Oh my gosh, it's making such a mess. Whoa. Oh my gosh, I understand it now. It's not.
I did dip mine though in hot chocolate just to get like the taste of like what's it like to have it in hot chocolate. I did at least do that, so I got to taste that part. But yeah, I would 100% of the time choose a Tim Tam over an Oreo.
To drink the coffee through the Tim Tam, it's to get the Tim Tam filled with the coffee, right? Out of everything, I think this is the best thing I've tried so far, even though some of the other stuff was pretty good. I really like coffee. Tim Tams are great. Together, oh my gosh, it was amazing. It made it like really soft so the chocolate melted instantly, but the biscuits also just soaked up all the coffee immediately. I gotta do it again. Man, that's so good. I think Tim Tams by themselves are a 7.5 out of 10, but I think doing the Tim Tam Slam brings the Tim Tam to a 9 out of 10. This is so good, but I am so full now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I definitely enjoyed making it. Thank you for watching. Until the next one, have a good one.
Oh, that was great. That was great. Oh my God, that made me hungry, and it made me want some snacks, and it made me really freaking want some Tim Tams, and I don't have any, so that's really sad. Anyway, this video is getting really long, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it here, but yeah, let me know what you guys thought of this video in the comments, and let me know, like, out of the things that he tried, what is your favorite and what is your least favorite of the things that he tried. Just curious to see from an Aussie point of view. But yeah, if you enjoyed today's video, please give it a like, subscribe if you haven't done that yet, and I'll see you next time.